Greetings, everyone, and a warm welcome. In this video, I will be talking about factors affecting social learning and social competence, social cognition, social relationship, and socialization goals. Let us first try to understand various factors affecting social learning. 1. Observational learning, model characteristics, the qualities, traits, and perceived competence of the model. Individuals are more likely to imitate behaviors of models they find credible, skilled, or admirable. Example: children may imitate a teacher's problem solving approach if they view the teacher as knowledgeable and competent. Similarity: the perceived resemblance or relatability between the observer and the model. Individuals are more inclined to imitate those they consider similar or relatable. Example: a student might emulate the study habits of a high-achieving peer they perceive as similar in academic goals and interests. 2. Reinforcement and punishment. Consistency, the regularity with which reinforcement or punishment follows a behavior. Consistent reinforcement or punishment strengthens the association between behavior and consequences. Example: if a child consistently receives praise for sharing toys, they are more likely to continue the sharing behavior. Intensity, the strength or magnitude of the reinforcement or punishment. Stronger reinforcement or punishment has a more significant impact on learning. Example: a student may be more motivated to participate in class discussions if the teacher's praise is particularly enthusiastic. 3. Attention and retention. Salience, the relevance and attention-grabbing nature of a behavior. More salient behaviors are more likely to be noticed and learned. Example: a person paying close attention to a skilled musician's performance is more likely to retain and replicate the musical techniques. Cognitive processes, mental processes involved in perceiving, processing, and remembering information. Cognitive abilities and memory influence the retention of observed behaviors. Example: a student actively engaging in class discussions may better retain and recall the material discussed. 4. Motivation, the internal and external factors that drive individuals to engage in certain behaviors. Motivation influences the likelihood of individuals imitating observed behaviors. High motivation enhances the learning process. Example: a student motivated by the desire to excel in academics may be more inclined to adopt effective study habits observed in high-achieving peers. 5. Self-efficacy, the belief in one's ability to successfully perform a particular task or behavior. Higher self-efficacy is associated with increased motivation and persistence in learning and imitating behaviors. Example: a person with high self-efficacy in public speaking is more likely to observe and imitate effective communication skills. 6. Emotional responses, emotional reactions triggered by observing a behavior or its consequences. Positive or negative emotional responses can influence the likelihood of imitating observed behaviors. Example: if a child witnesses a peer being praised for helping others, they may feel positive emotions and be more inclined to exhibit prosocial behaviors. 7. Imitation and practice, replicating observed behaviors and engaging in repeated practice to reinforce learning. Imitation followed by practice enhances the internalization and mastery of a behavior. Example: a novice musician imitates the playing style of a skilled guitarist and practices regularly to improve their own playing abilities. 8. Feedback and consequences, responses and outcomes resulting from the individual's behavior. Positive feedback or reinforcement increases the likelihood of repeating the behavior, while negative consequences may reduce the probability of repetition. Example: in a workplace setting, an employee receiving positive feedback for collaborative efforts is more likely to engage in future teamwork. 9. Social context, the broader social environment, cultural norms, and societal expectations. Social context shapes the availability of models, the reinforcement or punishment for behaviors, and the cultural appropriateness of certain actions. Example: a child raised in a culture that values respect for elders may observe and imitate behaviors that align with these cultural expectations. What is social competence? Social competence refers to the ability to navigate social situations effectively, demonstrating appropriate social behaviors and interpersonal skills. Factors affecting social competence: emotional intelligence, understanding and managing one's emotions and recognizing others. Communication skills, the ability to express oneself clearly and comprehend others. Empathy, recognizing and understanding the feelings of others. Example: a socially competent individual may excel in forming and maintaining positive relationships, resolving conflicts, and adapting to various social contexts. Concept of social cognition. Social cognition involves the mental processes related to perceiving, interpreting, and understanding social information. Factors influencing social cognition: cognitive biases, pre-existing beliefs or stereotypes that shape perceptions. Attribution processes, how individuals attribute causes to social events. Social schemas, mental frameworks that influence how information is interpreted and remembered. Example: a person's perception of a new acquaintance may be influenced by pre-existing stereotypes or past experiences, impacting social cognition. Understanding social relationships. Understanding social relationships involves studying how individuals perceive, interpret, and behave within their social interactions. Factors influencing social relationships: proximity, physical closeness can influence the likelihood of interaction. Similarity, people are often attracted to those who share similar interests, values, or backgrounds. Reciprocity, mutual exchange of positive behaviors and support. Example: friendships often develop between individuals who live close to each other, share common interests, and reciprocate positive actions. What are socialization goals? Socialization goals refer to the desired outcomes and objectives in the process of socializing individuals into a particular culture or society. Factors influencing socialization goals: cultural values, prevailing norms and values of a society shape socialization goals. Parental expectations, aspirations, and expectations parents have for their children influence the socialization process. Educational systems, goals set by educational institutions play a role in shaping individuals. Example: in a society valuing individualism, socialization goals may emphasize independence, personal achievement, and self-expression. Thank you, everyone. If you're passionate about education and teacher training, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel Education and Teacher Education at Shokeen Bilal.